I've just received confirmation from our label to go ahead with our film clip choice. We've selected track 2, it's called Traveller, and it's based on the tarot card The Fool. So yeah, it's about someone who lives in harmony with nature and takes a leap, a risk so to speak. It's roughly based on Into the Wild kind of a concept, and I'm thinking about, as far as the film clip goes, having the traveller, the actor who we're going to find of course, to jump a massive waterfall, and I think that would be amazing. Obviously need to find a director as well, and need to find the location. So fingers crossed I can make it all happen. Yeah, here it goes. Great news this week. I've got a director. His name's Dylan, and I went to school with him. He does a lot of nature-based film, and it's just awesome stuff. So, yeah, he's keen to do the clip, and we spoke about who could be the actor in the clip, and we both just thought of this guy called Dane, who I work with, and whom he's friends with, and he's got that Byron look, blonde labs and everything. So I spoke to Dane, and he's down to be our traveller. So yeah, the location wise, we've started talking about that also, and our key location for the massive jump that the traveller's going to make is this waterfall that I found a few years ago, well, I was told about by some Bangalore locals, and it is like out of the Byron Shire, out in the middle of nowhere. It's about, it's a big trek over this angry farmer's land, and he doesn't want, kids or anyone fighting this thing, obviously. And it's this serene, picturesque waterfall, blue waters, and I've heard that people have jumped it, but I've never seen it. So we need to check the water depth, and we need to make sure that it's doable, because it's got no sign of man, no rubbish, no anything. It is amazing. It's paradise. So other than that, we're going to shoot on a few beaches around here and a few rainforest areas. It's coming together really nicely so far. So I'm keen.
Should we go down there and check the depth? There we go, we're recording. Epic. I don't know where I'm gonna land! I just don't know where I'm gonna land! I'm sketching!
So I met up with Dane today, and after yesterday when we went out on the location scout, he jumped it just to make sure it was all good for next week and just to get a feel for it. And he didn't really hit the water too well.
Oh, little knees.
Dane,
What's up?
what's the diagnosis on the knee, mate?
I don't know. Potentially meniscus. 6 weeks, maybe more. I don't know. Pull out when I hit the water.
I'm so sorry we did this to you.
Whatever. I mean, I would have jumped off it anyway.
Good times, mate, good times.
Yeah, it was fun.
So we've had to look at other travellers, other actors, and made a panic today, pretty much making lots of calls. It's only 2 days away. And yeah, I got really lucky. I'm so stoked. I called up my mate, Eka Darville. We went to school together, same class. We've known each other for a long time, and he's been in Spartacus, Blood and Sand, Blue Water High. He's actually had some acting experience, and very spiritual guy, awesome dude. So he is just fully down to do it. He's keen to jump this monster of a waterfall. It's all looking good. We're back on track.
Yeah.
It's about, I don't know how many degrees, but
It's very,
Very cold.
Cold to be in a one piece.
It's nice to be in a skivvy.
So here we are, traveller shoot, day one.
Day one, morning one.
Very first moment.
Almost 6 a.m.
Watching
Got
the sun.
Got a sunrise at the best lookout. At 6 a.m. we're out the hills of Bangalore filming the travel wake up scene. Check it out. Today we wrapped up the filming of the subplot. It was quite an eventful day. We did the key sequence where the traveller has to jump a 21-meter waterfall. And to pull off this shot we only had one take. We had 3 cameras, 2 guys operating the cameras, myself and Dylan. It was pretty intense. Dylan was down the bottom with the tripod and he'd press record. He had 12 minutes before the camera automatically turns itself off. So he pressed record, ran up the cliff as fast as he could, climbed up, set up the next camera, and once he was ready, then we could give Eka the go-ahead. So we had 5 minutes left to pull this jump shot off, and I was standing next to Eka with a tripod, tracking him over the edge. And yeah, Eka pulled it off, did the big jump, and when he resurfaced, he did the same thing as Dane, and his knee on impact went out of place and wasn't too good at all. Thank God we got the shot, which is, you know, at the end of the day, I guess that's what matters, the footage. And yeah, we had to carry Eka back to the road over the farmer paddocks with all the gear. We had Eka over our arms. Luckily, it was the last thing we had to shoot, more or less. And yeah, I guess success for the video clip, not for Eka's knee.
So you may think I have a very rad fashion item, also known as a pimp stick, but it is now required for me to walk as I have torn the lateral ligament on the inside of my right knee, according to the osteo. But it's like, yeah, I reckon it's a month of recovery, and I'll be, yeah, back doing some radical action again. Yeah, it was a pretty classic experience, and I have to say I do not regret it because the shot looks sick.
It's 5 a.m. and we're about to start the band shoot. It's freezing. It's gonna be good, but we have to go out the back in the reserve. And we've got a generator, we've got a big setup to do, so we've got to do that for the next hour and a half before the director gets there. How's the shoot going, guys?
So good.
5:30 in the afternoon on Wednesday the 23rd, and I'm happy to announce that the shooting for the film clip Traveller is now finished. We had an excellent morning. Got out there at 4:30 a.m. Started setting up, and we started shooting at 7:30. It looked great. The lighting was perfect. Sun came right through the trees. The neighbours even came out with smiles on their faces. Everyone really enjoyed it. Overall, over the 3 days, we had great weather. All our sunrises and sunsets were stunning, and yeah, we couldn't have planned it better. So as they say in the movie industry, that's a wrap.